Hi everyone, welcome back to the Potsmaker's Bible. My name is Zion. I'm the author of the Potsmaker's Bible, which contains the prophetic book of Zion, where I get my name and authority. It comes from the Ketuvim, or Old Testament, and I use the King James Version of the Old Testament to write the book of Zion and its corresponding Potsmaker's Bible. And today, I am talking to you about I have some really exciting news. This is so awesome. The other day I signed paperwork to start adding to put ads into my Blogger uh, account, and I know commercials are just something that are just yuck, right? But listen to what I'm gonna do with that money, because if you've listened to my blogs, you probably noticed that I don't like money. Money is crap. I don't want to use money. I don't want money. But this society demands it. And since they're willing to give me money every time you click on that commercial that they put in, well, I can do a lot of things with that money. So today I'm going to tell you about the Temple Complex. This is something that the Temple of Zion dreamed up during our 7 years of operations. It is a charity organization. Now, I already told you in a prior video about the Bank of Zion. I talked to a lawyer, found a lawyer to start setting this up, which it means it's a real thing now. It's going to be a real thing. As soon as I get $1,500 for my paperwork, I will start creating the temple complex. And part of the temple complex, it begins with the Bank of Zion. The Bank of Zion is kind of like a reverse mortgage. It's a reverse bank. It's for the poor. Now, all of the money that now by law, I believe there's a certain percentage of the money I have to take as my personal income. That money I will put aside for me, and there's no law that says that I can't give it to charity, right? So I will have my income from the ad campaign as a backup to the Bank of Zion. So whenever the Bank of Zion gets low on cash, I will be able to donate my portion of, you know, part of my income as for the bank. Now, please understand, I have a job. I only make $12 an hour, but I'm not going to stop working just because I get ads on my videos. In fact, I'm not going to stop working until my measly little whatever percentage reaches $20,000. At $20,000, which is the limit of poverty for my organization, anything over 20,000 is considered not poverty to me. Okay, because if you've got that much money, you should be able to get from paycheck to paycheck without a problem. And you might even be able to get out of, do something with it. But if you make less than 20,000, you're shit. Your life sucks. I know this because I make under 20,000. I know how much it sucks. So I'm going to keep making under 20,000, and I'm going to keep my job, and I'm going to keep working until it's obviously ridiculous for me to continue working, which for me is 20,000. But anyway, the Bank of Zion, anybody who makes less than $20,000 will hopefully, when I get this going, be able to apply for a debit card, which will give them a $20 a day living expense, plus a budget, which will pay their undue bills at the end of the month. So that if they pay their portion of the bills, and they still get to keep enough money to get through the 2 weeks. So, say right now, when I get my bills paid at the end of uh, at the end of the day, I've got maybe $150 left to get me through 2 weeks. And that supports two people, by the way. So for 2 people are trying to exist for $150 for 2 weeks. Try that. So I know what poverty is. I am poor. But I'm going to continue to work so that I don't have to take a penny from the ad money until the ad money gets me out of poverty. But I'm only taking the part of my pay of that pay that is obligated by law. The rest of it goes into the bank, goes into a fund to create the Bank of Zion. Now, I'm not setting up a GoFundMe for this. Okay? I'm not asking for your help. That's not what this is about. I'm using what the corporations give me to help you. Now, if you guys want to GoFundMe it yourselves and raise the money to start this organization, hey, have at it. But I'm not going to ask you to do it because this is my dream, what I want to do with the money I make from these videos. So the more money I make on the videos, the sooner I'll be able to create the Bank of Zion. But the Bank of Zion is only one aspect of the Temple Complex. The Temple Complex is a community action network. Um, we every person who applies for a card is given the option of joining the Temple Complex. And if they choose to, because see, this is my thought, this is my philosophy with the Temple Complex. A community is a group of people who work together for mutual benefit to get them through life and at the best possible level they can. Now, our communities, that's not what the communities of America are like. Our communities are the exact opposite. We are a bunch of strangers living next to each other, having absolutely nothing to do with each other's lives. That is not the way to sustain a community. So the Temple Complex is designed to create a community within the community of strangers that you exist in. And it begins with the poor. I'm a firm believer in Minecrafting everything. We don't need money for crap because we have everything we need. We have as limited as that income is, we have an income. We can choose wisely what we buy with that money. Now, once you join the Temple Complex and you're budgeted so that you have a portion of your income that you can, that's now spendable, and then we grow that from there. So it's like you know, if you live in a poor neighborhood, that you're not the only one who is poor. Every person in your neighborhood is under the same restrictions that you are. So you approach the people in your neighborhood who are also in need. That little old lady down the street that can't pay for her medications, she needs a card too. She doesn't know about me, but you know about her. So the first thing that you do is you go, if you volunteer, because this is a volunteer organization. If you volunteer, you go into your neighborhood and you sign up every poor person who has problems getting from day to day, you sign them up. And then all of you who choose to join, to go to the next level, offers your skills and your free time to create a community. Say, the guy who tinkers with cars, you always see him. He's always underneath his car or somebody else's car. Now, he lives in your neighborhood, so he's probably poor too. So you approach him and you say, hey, look, have you heard of the Bank of Zion? Fill out this form. She'll give you $20 a day. And in exchange for that, if you would do us a favor and join this organization and be part of our community, then the little old lady down the street that's now growing a organic garden for us will be willing to give you fresh produce if you will do maintenance on her car. And the middle-aged lady over there that had lost her job, but kids flocked to her, she's now the neighborhood nanny. And for free, she's going to take care of your kids if you take care of her car. And the retired teacher becomes the tutor. The nurse becomes the person that everybody calls when they get a sniffle. Do I need to go to a real doctor? Or can you tell me what I can do? So we build a community within our community. And it's all based on this charity. The only money that's used in Zion is the money that's given into the Bank of Zion account. Now when we get, it's like once we get the community working together for the benefit of all, when the first time that little old lady's garden is harvested, it, everybody in the neighborhood who is part of this organization is going to have has a drop in their food budget because they're going to have free food, nutritious, non-poisonous free food. And the community becomes a true community. The elderly teach their life-learned skills to the youth, giving the youth the education that they're denied in the school systems, in a guild system. So your mechanic becomes the head of the mechanic skill. And he teaches that young kid who is always watching him from across the street, he starts teaching him a skill. So the youth that join, I mean, come on, what teenager would not want $20 a day to fuck up to have? And if they all get together, it's like, and which one of those kids would not want a viable skill to give them a job? Every single one of them. This is how we end poverty. And at the same time, because I am a priestess, those who get high and want to become priests of Zion will be taught how to do that. And they will begin by reading every sacred text known to every religion on the planet. Because the Temple of Zion is a temple to the great, to the God of the earth, to every known religion on the planet, to unify religion, to unify people, to unify all. That is what the temple complex is all about. Unity. Working together to solve our problems without money. Because money is nothing but a big stop. We don't need it. Because that lady that the kids all love is the best person to take care of your kids. They already know her. They already trust her. They already love her. And I bet you that there are teenage girls out there that would love to know her secret to taking care of kids. So we build guilds within our community to teach the youth what the elderly know, to create a community that is self-sufficient, that doesn't need the government or money. That's what the temple complex is. So may the Grey watch over you, guide you, protect you, and keep you from all harm. And may they teach you right from wrong. May you be worthy of them. May your thoughts, words, and deeds reflect truth, good, and light, the unicorn way. Find your joy and pursue it. That's going to be your guild. Stay happy and high. Be strikes. Later. Love you. I'll never say goodbye.